Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in week 3. It's the UTEP Miners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Miners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense who will have the football first. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
That's caught. It's Marsh.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Underwood in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So UTEP's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And we take a look at this junior transfer running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looks as if he's going to run it. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back to pass, it's Colson. Throwing right. Working the big fella to the corner. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver. But in coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Finds his man. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The run inside. It's Jones. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. Third and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to...
Caught, and he's got room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And off to Jones. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll take it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tight end now in motion. A run for the quarterback. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Oh, he got loose. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gordon or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Offense set on first down. Running inside. It's Marshall. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! respect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. With the catch, it's Marshall. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The run inside. It's Jones. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Miners decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miners.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Marshall. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 22 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Intercepted. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field. Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot, It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Miners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game. He completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
So here comes the Michigan offense. The run inside. It's Marshall. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Colson. He's going for it all. He tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Jones. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Miners will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marsh. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Throwing, Underwood. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's check in with Holly Rose.
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with...
Makes the catch and he's free. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The run inside. It's Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Dropping back, it's Colson. Here's a heat. Right on the money. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. The Miners will call on their punt team. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reed.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Whew, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Underwood They're setting up the screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Tracy. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. There's a crease. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field when he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Tracy. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Smashes through the tackle.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. He'll try it again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is what
he tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big play.
Got a little grass. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 1st down here for the offense. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work hard.